Hi. Sorry for the delay there. I made a coffee and then I forgot to pick up my coffee and bring it into here. We're fueled by coffee, but only when we remember to bring it to our desk. Yay. Oh, how are we doing? Right. Where are my... Where is my chat? I don't have my chat open. Why isn't my chat open? Why is my chat not open? Where is my chat? My chat usually opens... Oh well, I'll have to put it outside. I've got a bit of a delay between chat and what's going on, so... Hi Susan! Hi Tyler! Pelican! Mika! Everybody's here! Hi guys! Well, I say everybody. There's a chunk of people here. There's a chunk of people here. This is good. Maybe the tech was teching again. No, today the tech was not teching. We didn't have any tech problems. What we did have was I made a coffee. I went out the back to let the dog out and left the door open. Came back in, walked straight past my coffee that I had already made. Sat down at my desk and then went... Where's my coffee gone? And then I thought, right, okay, well, I'll just hit go live and I'll give it a minute and I'll run. So, yeah, here we are. Fueled by coffee. As Emily D. Baker would say, we are professionals. We know what we're doing. We're working from home. See, we're working from home. I love this t-shirt. Look, it's Death, sat at his computer, working from home, and he's just hitting the delete key. It reminds me of one of my all-time favourite comics where it's labelled God at his computer and it's just a big finger. It's like a picture of somebody walking down the road on a computer screen and there's a big finger going delete, delete, delete. Hi baby. Hi Miss Maddie. Gleanne, hi. It's going to be a 3-cup morning. Yeah, you know it's going to be at least a 3-cup morning when you're on your second cup of coffee and you forgot your second cup of coffee in the kitchen. Yeah. That's right up there with microwaving a half a cup of coffee that's gone cold because you forgot to drink it and then opening the microwave to find another mug with half a cup of coffee that went cold that you'd already reheated from yesterday. Ask me how I know. That's why I use these thermal mugs now, because it just stays hot. Like 24 hours, it's still warm. Just give it a shake up and it's fine. Not that I have any objection to cold coffee, but... Thank you, it's cool, isn't it? I think I got this from QWERTY. Yes, I did, because I got the sticker as well. He's cute, isn't he? I've got my my flashy goat on the other side from By Bun. Hey Val! Too hot and humid to sleep. So iced coffee at 5 a.m. Sounds about right. It's a bit cooler here today. It's a bit dark and dreary, but it's nice. Do you know what I mean? It's grey and it's overcast, but it's warm and it's pleasant and there's a nice breeze. And it's not muggy. It just feels really nice. You need a minder. I need a reminder. Right, today we're going back over planning. I did ask last week if you guys would like me to do a roundup of planning at the end of the month. And then I thought, you know what? I'm actually doing quite a lot of planning and sorting and organising and setting up a new system, as you've seen. Maybe I should start doing weekly streams, just showing you what I'm working on, because I'm working on stuff with my planner anyway. If I've got to put 2 hours aside to work on my planner, I might as well do it with you guys, right? Show you what I'm doing. Maybe you'll have some ideas that'll help me. Maybe I'll have some ideas that'll help you. And there we go, you know. And if nothing else, you can sit with me for 2 hours and co-work, right? You can journal or, you know, catch up on your own planner. Yeah, whatever. Oh, we got lots of lurkers in today. Hello, lurkers. Working and lurking. We like the working and lurking. You are free to co-work alongside us. You do not have to chat. We appreciate you're at work. It's fine. Is the screen a bit dark? Do I need to put my light on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Is it too dark or can you see okay? Let me see if I can just brighten it a little bit and see if that helps. Advanced brightness. I don't want to push it too far because then it goes fuzzy. Is that a bit better? Will that work? Planners is part of my brand. It is now. Well, no, it's always been part of my brand, but now I'm getting back into proper planning. I feel like it's more suitable for streaming. So for those who are not familiar, let me just give you a road so far. Have I been watching Emily D. Baker all morning? Yes, I have, because oh my god, the tea. So catchphrase, you know, fill your bingo card with the catchphrases. We won't be going to DEFCON Red. I don't think we'll need that. But we are professionals. We have our coffee. Road so far. So, July. Stuff happened. Problems ensued, arose, and were overcome, as Jack Sparrow would say. Captain Jack Sparrow would say. Because of that, I've had to rejig some of the stuff that I do on... Let me get my hands out of the way because they're too close to the camera. Excuse me. Some of the stuff that I do, I've had to rejig. And I'm doing more... I've made some necessary changes, basically. I'm doing more streaming because I need to do more videos. I need to put more content out. But I intensely hate editing videos. I film videos constantly. I do all sorts of stuff, but I hate editing them. I've got gigabytes worth of stuff that I filmed, and I'm like, once I've filmed it, I've done it, that's it. I don't ever want to see it again. Which says that I'm a live streamer, right? I mean, that says you should probably just be filming this live, and then when you click the button, say end stream, that's it, you're done. So that's what I'm doing. I've become a streamer, or more of a streamer than I used to be. I've actually doubled my streaming. I am now streaming, are you ready for this? 20 hours a week. It used to be 12. I'm now at 20. It may become more. I've got it. We have spoon things we have to figure out. We have time challenges that we have to figure out. But for the most part, I think my schedule is good. I might have to make these streams an hour earlier. I might have to extend my Twitch streams or make them an hour later. I don't know. I'm trying this for August and we'll see. Is how it's working at the moment. But essentially, I'm streaming Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday on Patreon, which I was already doing. I'm also streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on YouTube. I'm streaming Fridays on Twitch, which I was already doing. And I'm streaming Wednesdays on Twitch. 20 does sound like a lot. But a lot of the time, what I'm doing is making art. My Twitch streams are purely making art, and it's purely art for me. It's fun stuff. Because Twitch is a bit more, let's just chill and hang out and play some music and do whatever. So I don't feel like I've got to do a complete piece all in one go, or I can mix and match, I can do whatever I feel like doing. Whereas over here, I kind of need to be a little bit more organised in advance and do something that has purpose. It's more tutorial led over here, so I feel like it should be informational at the very least. but I'm working a 40-hour week. So the answer is the 20 hours that I'm not streaming are also potentially art time. I mean, obviously there's admin and stuff, but that's what this is about. That's what this is for, because there's certain times that I can't do stuff. There's certain times, like between a YouTube stream that finishes at 3, sometimes 3:30, and a Patreon stream that starts at 5. That is a little bit too much to try and do anything in that 2 hours, when you've also got to have lunch, you've also got to walk your dog, you've also got to, set up the stream, because I have to, especially if I'm doing Twitch instead of Patreon, I've got to get all the Zoom stuff set up in the background. It's not as simple as just clicking a button. It might be one day, because all my donations that I'm getting from Twitch bits and YouTube super chats and things like that is going towards getting me a Stream Deck? Is that what it's called, Tyler? I don't know, it's a fancy thing with buttons that means you can set it up to do things on stream, but you can also set it up for different work stuff. So instead of having to open 20 windows and set up your cameras and this, that and the other, it will do it all for you. You record the thing and it just does it for you, which is what I need. Because even things like setting up the cameras, manually having to refocus the cameras every single time and set them to widescreen and set them to PAL and do this and do that, it's just so annoying. It's a Stream Deck, right? So a Stream Deck is 150 quid for the one, the basic one that Katie has recommended to me, Katie Shesko, because she's a long-time streamer. She knows what she's doing. She understands Twitch and YouTube. And she's recommended a particular one that she said served her for years and years and years, until she needed to upgrade to one that had sound options so that she could play flute on stream. So I'm going with that. I think it'll do me probably until it falls apart, like all of my other tech does, and it will streamline things. It's a little bit like these cards. Instead of having to write out what I need to do to make sure that I set up a stream correctly, I've got the links in the right places, I've done this, I've done that, I've double checked this, I've double checked that, because mistakes happen. It's so easy to get these wrong. Instead of having to write this all out every single time I do a stream, which is every day, I can just put them on here. Eventually I plan to laminate these, and then I'll just be able to put it on the page here and use a dry white marker to mark off what I've done, and then I can just cross it up, and all I've got to put on here is Zoom setup or the card number. I might do card numbers because I'm better with remembering numbers. And then once Zoom setup, when this card is full, go to the post Zoom things. Some Zooms have stuff that I have to do afterwards, like correct a PDF, upload it, change the links, add the 15 button Mark II. Yeah. I can't remember the name. Elgato, is it? The 15 button Mark II. Yes. I believe it is the same one. Katie sent me the link for it and she said, I think this is the same one Tyler has. So I assume you guys have talked about it at some point. It seems to be quite popular. It seems to be what a lot of people use. And if it can streamline my workflow and setting things up, there's enough annoying things about doing streaming that you have to do in advance. Even just opening, honestly, even just opening a tab and then going to Epidemic Sound and then clicking on the saved options and then going to your playlist and starting it to play, even that is an extra couple of minutes. Because you have to wait for things to load, you have to wait for things to update, there's always pop-ups, there's this, there's that. It's not that it's a difficult job. It's an easy job, But every one of those 30-second interludes that it takes to do something, 2 of those is another minute. 15 of those is another 7 minutes. I've got a lot more than 15 for a lot of the stuff that I do. So, it just makes sense to be able to press a button and have like 25 of those things taken off my plate, and I've only got 3 more to do. I don't mind doing the physical, copy and paste links from one program to another, but just going into opening all the tabs that you need, and then OBS, and make sure you've got YouTube open and this and that, and it's a process. Yeah. So the seconds add up because there's so many steps to the process. And it's not annoying when you do it once in a while, but when you're doing it twice a day, every day, it gets annoying. Because I'm like, even after this, okay, I'm streaming on Twitch later. When I finish this session, I have to go into OBS because for some reason my OBS will not remember that I have linked both my Twitch and my YouTube stream. I have to go into OBS settings and log into Twitch and out of YouTube once this session finishes. Even just that is a step that I have to remember, and it's all rolling around in here. And I forget things and I miss things because I can't follow linear stuff. So that's why the cards are here. That's what I want to mostly concentrate on today. Is getting some more of these written out. I've got a whole pack of these. They are, I don't know if anybody's interested, I've got the packet here. Hang on. Hold that thought. I kept the packaging in case anybody wanted to know. I'll add it to my Instagram shop and put a link down below. They're Kugel cards. They are not like sturdy, thick index cards. They're more like paper. See, they're more like heavy printer paper than card, which is fine. But you get, I got 6 colours, which is my colour scheme. Matches my highlighters perfectly. I'll put a link to these down below as well. These are the Stabilo Spring Cool colours, which are exactly what I needed. I did have a set of neon colours, but the neon was doing my head in. It was giving me a headache. So I swapped it for the pastels. Yes, I have mild liners, but I wasn't going to dig out all my mild liners to try and figure out which colours I could use when I could just buy a pack of these for $2.99. So, there's that. Right, so, basically my colour coding is blue is for admin, because admin is boring and so is blue. Orange is for Patreon. I've always associated orange with work because the first job I ever had, the only highlighters they had were orange. So I just associate it all with work. So Patreon is the majority of my work. I've got purple for Twitch because the Twitch logo is purple, right? The pink is for YouTube because YouTube is red. I've got green for finance because green is money, and yellow is really important stuff that I must not forget on pain of death. Things like taxes and stuff will go on this. I don't anticipate needing all of these cards, which is why I'm quite happy to do rough cards initially. And then once I've got my system working and I know it's working and I know it's set up and I don't have to add anything to any more cards, I will write out a final card and then laminate it with a bit of sticky back plastic. But for now, I'm just writing things on and leaving gaps. I may start doing it in pencil because it occurred to me that doing it in pencil might be more sensible, so I can erase things and rewrite things and stuff like that. But currently what I've got is pre-stream. So this is a 3, 6 and 9 art is my Patreon streams on, it should actually be the 12th as well. See, this is why I need to be able to change things. 3, 6, 9 and 12 art is every Saturday for 4 weeks in the month on Patreon. So all of my Patreon sessions, I do 12 a month, 3 a week, over 4 weeks. Every 3 months we have a week's break, which I use for taxes and admin and finance and stuff, and everybody else uses for catching up or taking a break or whatever. And it usually falls around a holiday. So like the July one fell around the 4th of July. The September one falls around, the end of September falls around the half term and stuff like that. And then we get 2 weeks at Christmas. So I've got all my Patreon stuff is numbered. So 0804 means the 4th session of August, not the 4th of August. the 4th session of August. So we have 0801 through to 0812. So 3, 6 and 9 are the art sessions. This is what I have to do pre-stream to set up the art session. And then this is what I have to do post-stream to close down the art session. So pretty much every streaming session I do, I've got at least half an hour before and after where I have to do stuff that's just for sorting out the stream. Or forgetting if that there's a stream at all, session at all that week. Yeah, we've been doing Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 5 o'clock since 2019, I think. And Tyler still forgets that there's a session. I'll add you to the calendar if you want. Send me your email that you use for either Gmail or iPhone, iCal or whatever. Tell me which link you need and I'll send you either the link or I'll add you to the Gmail calendar, and then you can just have all the sessions in your calendar auto-populated like I do. And then your alarms will go off and go, you've got a session in 30 minutes. Like, I need to make my coffee and set up. Anyway, before I start going through my cards and getting into individual session mode, what I want to do is start at the beginning of my planner and just go through each section and see if there's anything that needs updating, if there's anything that I need to... Whoa, this all needs updating, doesn't it? All of this needs updating. Okay, that's too much to do right now. All of this is just copying stuff that I've finished. So it starts with my monthly, it goes to my weekly, then it goes to my daily, and then it comes back to this and it just gets logged here, so it's all on one page. So I can find what I need. But this is stuff that I can do while I'm watching TV in the evenings, so I don't need to do that right now. I don't need to do it on stream. That's what I'm trying to do at the moment, is any work I can easily do off camera while, you know, listening to an audiobook or whatever. I'm just doing that. So it feels like downtime, but actually I'm still working. But it gets my brain out of, I'm in streaming mode. And then streaming, basically, Cody gave me this the other day. She basically said, that's something you can stream. And I was like, that's how I need to look at it. Is this something I can stream? If I do this right now, is it something I can stream? If the question is, I need to update my finances, is that something I can stream? Obviously not. No. Maybe I can show the aftermath and, you know, edit out numbers and stuff, but I'm not going to do my finances on camera. Nobody does that, do they? Going through stats and things. I don't really understand stats yet. That's a later down the road thing, so at the moment, no. I don't need to do it on camera. Doing a planning session for 2 hours where I go through my planner and I update everything a la bullet journal, as it were, and go back and review things and cross things out that I've done or move things forward. That's something I can do here with you guys and show you what I'm doing. So my system is a hybrid bullet journal list. So this is just stuff that I had previously put in because I was using it differently. Some of it has since been taken out. So I've still got my Halloween Chronicles. Those are still in there. Those are still in there. So what's the stuff that I took out? Oh, my reading lists. Because that wasn't in the contents. Okay, that was at the front. Okay, so my monthlies. We're into August. Tab is on August. Do I have anything? I need to just double check if there's anything in my calendar. Absolutely everything I do goes in my calendar on here. And then if I regularly check this and go through it because all of my live streams and everything are in here. For instance, I had totally forgotten that on Friday from 11 till 3, which I can do because I'm not streaming till 5, there's a Tales in the Park event. It's the Travelling UK event where they go to different local parks and the kids go and they have tents and they have reading stations and all sorts of stuff. It's a bit like reading day at school, but like in the park, and it should be good to be able to go over and just sit and sketch. So assuming it's not raining, it's summer in the UK. We don't ever get to assume that it's not raining. But assuming it's not raining, I might pop over. So this is why I write things in pencil in here, you see. So 5 p.m. Twitch. I really need to start putting afternoon sessions in the afternoon instead of this is what I've done here. Oh, I got halfway through that and I haven't done this. Now that's something else I can update later while I'm catching up with the rest of Emily D. Baker's stream. Spilling the tea on all the trials, that's what we need. Okay. Yeah, I can do this tonight while I'm just sat. And then 11 till 3 p.m. Tales in the Park, which I will need to pack a bag for the night before. So, because doing it in the morning is just not going to happen, I need to get up, make coffee, have a shower, get dressed, let Maddie out. Not necessarily all in that order. Adding pack a bag, knowing what you need to have before you're fully caffeinated, is not going to go well. So I need to pack a bag the night before. So Thursday the 8th, that's tomorrow. Oh, and I've taken all my... I do this every time. I take all my bookmarks out and then I can't find the page again. Where are we? Tomorrow. So I'll just drop this on here for now. Pack bag for Tales in the Park, and then 11 till 3 Tales in the Park. I could do that like as a reel or a short video or something like that, doing my sketching. So again, that's weather dependent, but there's no harm in packing a bag the night before just in case I get to go. The worst that can happen is it rains and I don't get to go. By I don't get to go, I don't mean I won't go at all. I mean, if it's a nice day like it is today, I will throw on a hoodie and I will take Maddie and we'll go and sit over there at the park and we'll draw some stuff and that. If it's not a nice day, Maddie will refuse to go out because if it's raining, she will not go out. She won't even stick her nose out the door. So it will be down to me to get all waterproofed up and go over and sit outside, but you can't paint in the wet. I don't care what anybody says. Going to the drama of painting outside when it's raining, holding an umbrella and trying to do stuff on wet paper that's getting damper by the second, no, I'm not up for that. But what I can do is go and take some photos, do a bit of filming, do a bit of this, do a bit of that, and then come home and do some sketching from the filming. So that could happen. Wednesday's recycling bin day. I need to put an R on the days that are recycling bins because I remember to put the other bins out, but I keep forgetting to put the recycling bins out. So that's that. I think I forgot to put the recycling bin out today. Is it bin? Oh, it's bin day today. I put the bins out. I put the bins out on Monday. That's fine. Let's just see anything else. Apple TV renewal on Sunday the 25th. I need to cancel that, so that needs to go on here. Cancel Apple TV. I got a free trial while I was with my new phone. I got a new trial, on a 3-month trial on all sorts of stuff, and that one runs out on the 25th, so I need to cancel it before they start charging me. I think that's it through to the end of August that's on here so far, so I don't need to add any more of that. I will come back and update this another time. So it will be like this, where I've got morning and afternoon, because this was set up before I changed my streaming sessions. I need to do that for September as well, apparently, because I've already put September in. The weeklies. Let's let's have a look at our weeklies. Where are we up to with the weeklies? So this was the first week of chaos. This is where we started, trying to figure out what we were doing, how we were doing it. I don't have much to set up on here. Yeah, I think I can skip this page. I don't really need it. So this is this week. I would like this page to be how I organise these cards, so that I've just got a note, like, for instance, Friday art stream, okay? What do I need to do before the stream? What do I need to do after the stream? What number is the card? And just write the card number in here so that I know. And then I can write in anything extra that I need to know, like, I mean, I don't need to know it today, but, well, tomorrow's planning session for 0805, I've already decided will be update for Patreons YouTube 7th of the 8th, which is now. So I'm doing a Patreon, I'm doing a YouTube live update with you guys, but there's stuff that I share with my patrons that I wouldn't put on YouTube. So like my Patreons, I'm more likely to show how I set up my finance stuff and things like that. But still keeping the figures hidden. Whereas with YouTube, it's just too difficult. I'm not up for that. So yeah, this will be the overview of the week. You know, what cards do I need to pull out for the week? What things do I need to do each day? And then this feeds into my daily one. So each day, I'm just coming to my dailies and going, okay, this is what we've got on today. This is what I need. Here's the cards I need. Put those in. Start marking things off and ticking things off, and eventually I want to be ahead, because I can set some of this stuff up. Although I don't always know what I'm going to do in streams, I can set up things like the live stream links and all that kind of stuff in advance. Normally I would have done that with Patreon already. I would already be set up for July, August, September, which is our current 3-month section, but I've had so many other things to do that I haven't quite got ahead of myself yet. I have set up to the end of next week, so I am on target for being ahead. My goal was by Sunday to be 2 weeks ahead. I'm actually 1 week ahead. Well, 1.5, I suppose, because I'm set up to next Friday. For Patreon, at least. Twitch is just an ongoing thing. I do need to put my YouTube ones on. So that's something I need to update as well. Again, that's not something I need to do on stream. Oh, I'd forgotten I found these. Let's use one of these because they stick better. I don't like these paper ones. They don't stick properly. But these ones do. And then you can highlight what you need to do. That's a much better idea. If I put that across there like that, I'll know what that means. And then I need to update this as well. Let's use a different colour. Doesn't matter what colour I use on here, it's just to mark off what pages I need to use. Those don't stick, they come off. They're not proper post-its. They're cheap post-its that came in a pack that don't work. Buying cheap post-its in a pack is never a good idea. They're either crappy quality, single-sided colours, or they don't stick. Just buy post-its. That's what I say. Okay, so I need to do those. I need to update those to get 2 weeks ahead. Oh, what I've also started doing, I don't know how much this is going to work or whether it's going to annoy me having to do it, but I've started doing a pre and post thing here. So So like YouTube ones, I don't really have a post thing. Well, I do. I need to update the banner. I need to update the thumbnail after the stream to show what we did in the stream. Or I need to set up, maybe I need to set up art streams, branding streams and planner streams, covers, so you can see, I don't know. I'm not very good with thumbnails. But I'm aware that all my thumbnails tend to look the same, which is a bit of an issue. Because I like it when thumbnails have pictures on that show me what's going to be in the video. So I'm assuming other people do as well. So that's something I need to get to grips with. And speaking of that, I might as well write it down. Thumbnails. Something I need to get to grips with, so that can just sit there for now. Okay, so let's just go day by day, shall we? Monday the 5th. No, let's start where the dailies start for all this mess. So that's my overall notes. I'm coming back to this another time. This is more of a review thing. This is what I thrashed out that I need to do with help from my patrons. Oh, this is my list of things that I was going to aim to do. Put up my tier prices. I didn't put up all my tier prices, but I did put up my lower tier prices because I haven't had a tier price update in 5 years. So I put the lowest tiers I put up. More YouTube videos. No, streams. You can tell this was written before I decided that I was going to do streaming instead of videos. It's just more efficient to do streams. More Twitch streams, done. Shop updates, still working on that. Well, actually not even started working on that, but it's in the back of my mind, it's there, it's just there's other things that are more priority items. Mini classes, that is something that is coming up, which is one of the more priority items that I need to work on because we've got Halloween Chronicles coming up. Yay! More Edgar Allan Poe! Woohoo! I'm determined to finish that book this year. My Edgar Allan Poe sketchbook is gonna be finished. Gonna be finished. Back catalogue classes. Oh, that's a 1-star item. I don't need to think about that. Commissions. I don't need to think about that right now. I don't have time. Concentrate on art. Yes, I'm already doing that. Plus, I've added art, planning, and journaling. I have added those back in. Not that they were ever not in, but we kind of swung very towards tarot and astrology. And I'm kind of a bit bored with that because we've been going over the basics so many times. I am going to release some past Patreon sessions as some kind of mini classes, basic, astrology 101 type stuff. But that requires video editing. So that's not something I'm up for right now. I simply don't have time to be doing that. I've got other stuff that's a priority. But hopefully at the beginning of next year, I'm looking at going through some of my old Patreon content and releasing it as mini classes. So if you really want to learn the basics of astrology, in however many sessions it was we took throughout the year, then those will be available and it'll be a mini class and you can just buy it and download it and that's it. Don't have to be a patron to do it. Because some people prefer to do mini classes as and when they want to learn something, as opposed to being kind of at the whim of whatever a creator is making that week. Some people prefer to say, okay, I want to concentrate on this and then do a class in it. It's totally understandable. I do have an art history class that is ready to go that I could do with getting into the shop. So that's one of the more immediate shop updates I'll be doing at some point. Hopefully by October. I want to get Halloween Chronicles and my art history class both on the Patreon shop by October. That is a goal we can write down. So I'm going to put that. August is going to be mostly with organising and setting up what we're going to do in Maddie, babe. In what we're going to do in Halloween Chronicles. So I will put that as a goal for September. I'll just put it here in pencil for now. Art history class. In shop. I also want to get some digital downloads in the shop, which will be happening hopefully in August as well. But, you know, everything, I mean, we're a week into August already. Time flies. And I've got a lot to do with digital stuff. So, it might not happen in August, but aiming to have it done by the end of September. You know, if it gets done early, it gets done early. If it doesn't, it'll be done by the end of September. Got a plan. Where's that list gone? There we go. Let's use this one for that. Okay, so art history class, we'll put that September. Mini classes, Halloween Chronicles, and we've also got the Christmas Chronicles. Will be happening again this year, so that will be November. So August is setting up Halloween Chronicles. Oh, hang on. That will be August and November, setting up those. Quarterly reviews, October. Yes, that's something we've already got on the list to do. No, I haven't done any of that, but it's not business related, so I'm not surprised. I need to talk to my dad about that bit. I need to get the forms for that bit, and I've already got that. I've done that. I've got a business. Have I got a business plan and a business advisor? Yes, I have. My patrons are currently my business advisors, some more than others, because they know what they're doing. And I have a business plan. Here it is. This is literally what I'm working on right now. Is it all fancy and written up and like a document thing? No. But is it in here and I know what I'm doing? Yes. Okay, so this is all just a random lists of things. This is just me working stuff out, so I don't have anything in there. Hang on. Plan to replace. Oh yes, that's what the overall plan is for. That's finance stuff. That's in a separate thing. Okay, so what I wanted to do was go through these and just mark off what I've done and what I haven't done. Do I need to do this? Not really, but it's bugging me that like there's 4 or 5 days that aren't the same as everything else. So I did that. Going over the notes and ideas. Yes, I did that. Hi, baby. Belly rubs from Maddie. Hi, Miss Maddie. Hi. Hi. Belly rubs for Maddie. I don't know if we've got Maddie set up in the chat. I don't think we have yet. I don't think it works in YouTube chat. But if you come over and join me on Twitch, you can put ! Maddie in the chat and you can give Maddie a belly rub. Yeah! Lots of belly rubs later, Miss Maddie. You get lots of belly rubs on Twitch, don't you? Yes, we do. All the belly rubs. Good girl. Belly rubs for Maddie. There we go. Okay. Updates for YouTube lives. I did those. Channel updates. I did those. I think I finished all of these because at the time I was recording what I had done. Somewhere that fell off the wayside into being what I was planning to do. So okay, so that I need to figure out. This I was working out what I was planning to do, and then on my dailies I was figuring out what I'd actually done. And somewhere along the line, this became what I was planning to do instead of what I actually did. So I need to revisit that. Maybe my weekly needs to be a record of what I've actually done. And this needs to be my daily working, this is what I need to do next things. Live stream. There's a pink one. I did that. And I wrote the numbers down, but they didn't mean anything. And then I forgot to do it for any of the others. So I'm not really concentrating on numbers right now. I'm looking at overall numbers, but I'm not looking at like individual performance of different videos and stuff like that. I don't have that kind of bandwidth right now. That's a later in the year item. Possibly a let's start it in January item and start with a clean slate, you know? That's not something my brain can cope with right now. So this was accounts stuff. I did all that. Katie had an astrology reading. Right. So did I do all of that stuff? I think I did. Chart was already done. Send her the download link. I did that and she downloaded it. Did the PDF. So that's all finished. The reason I'm doing this is so that I can quickly flip through and just see what I've done and what I haven't done. So I'm going to block this off, because otherwise my brain will keep coming back to it and going, oh, look at that, oh, look at that, oh, look at that. And I don't want to do that. I want to pretend it's something I don't need to come back to. I'll figure that out later. Okay, so YouTube Live. Oh, that was a Patreon one, which was a planning live update from YouTube from yesterday. So that's this one. We streamed that. We did a 2-hour stream. We set the download. We set the download to the drive. We deleted the 7-day downloads. That was all for Patreon as well. So that was extra stuff. That probably, yeah. Oh, that's where it changed. There it is. That's where it changed. Here I was writing down what I'd done. Here I started writing down, oh, and also I need to do this. So that's where it changed. That's where it changed. I feel like it's important to know that. So let's put a sticky on that and come back to it. This is kind of like, what do they call it? Object permanence? Is that what it's called? If I need to have something available, like, I'm not one of those people who can handle having all the tea and coffee stuff somewhere that's nowhere near the kettle. It's all got to be near the kettle, along with the mugs and teaspoons. I don't keep teaspoons in a drawer with all the other cutlery. I keep it in a little jar with a lid next to the coffees, next to where I make coffee. Otherwise, I would be forever walking across the kitchen to go and find a teaspoon and then getting distracted on the way and finding something else to do and forgetting that I was making a coffee, not coming back with a teaspoon, ending up sat at my desk going, where's my coffee? What have I done with it? This is how I get distracted. So I have to have things in the place that makes most sense to me. My DVDs, right next to the DVD. I don't keep them separate and then bring over the DVD I want to do, because all that would happen would be I would end up with a pile of DVDs put back in their boxes after I've watched them that never make it back to the shelf. So the shelf for my DVDs is next to my DVDs, or rather my DVD player is on the shelf next to where my DVDs are. Because my DVD player doesn't need to be by my TV. It only needs to be within a cord's length. So I put my DVD on the shelf next to my DVDs. And then, that's the remote for it lives with the TV in a little holder on my table. So I just click it over there instead of over here. That's what I mean. It has to be where if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. I don't keep towels and bedding in one place. Well, I don't have an airing cupboard anyway, but I don't keep it all in one place because that's where linens go. All of my bedding is in a drawer under my bed, and all of my towels I keep in an airtight box in the bathroom so they don't get damp or anything. When they're dry, they go in the box, and I seal the box. It's just one of those big Tupperware IKEA box things. Big, not Tupperware. Like a really useful box, but it's a sealable one that you put stuff in for storage. So even when I'm having a shower or whatever, nothing gets damp that's in the box. So all of my towels and stuff go in there. Along with things like underwear, because do I want to have a shower and then go all the way back to my bedroom to put on underwear to come all the way back out to the kitchen to get my clothes? No, because I keep my clothes in the kitchen, you see. It's a thing, but it works. The least amount of traffic I need to do up and down the flat limits the amount of barriers to me actually getting something done. I'm too easily distracted, and I'm trying to do the same with work, so that, you know, once I sit down and decide this is what I'm going to do, there is nothing stopping me doing that. There is no, oh, but I also need to do this, and before I can do this bit I have to do that. That's the whole point of having it on these cards, so that I don't have to think about it. I don't have to constantly be remembering what sequence things, because that's a barrier. The minute I have to sit down and figure out what I have to do to set up a stream, my brain goes, I'd rather be drawing. Can we just draw? In fact, I'd rather be drawing and journaling. I fancy doing a session in my journal. Can we go make a coffee first? Can we start with coffee? Let's make a coffee. And then I get distracted in the kitchen. The next thing I know, I'm cleaning the sink. You know, can't do that. Can't do that. I need to have no barriers to what I need to do. Anyway, I also started putting little notes up here. So one of the things I'm trying to do is hitting multiple revenue streams. But I've got to build myself up to that. I can't just suddenly decide every day I need to do this, and this. It's a process, okay? You can't just dive in. So what I've decided to start with, that I'm doing for this month, just to hold myself accountable. Every day, I started off easy with, I'm going to make sure I do 2. This week, I'm just going to make sure I do 2 every day. Well, it turned out that 2 was really easy. And again, the colour-coded yellow I'm using for Instagram. So I did a reel that day. I know I've done it because I coloured the square in, but I'm going to highlight them because it's easier for me to see what did I do that day, Patreon and Instagram. I don't have to read it. I'll read what I think is there instead of what's actually there. This is finance stuff that I need to log. So that needs a green highlight, and it also needs a yellow sticky because I need to remember to do that. One of the things I need to remember to do at the end of the week is to do my update finances thing for the week, because I didn't get a chance to do it last week, so I've got 2 weeks to do. So it has to be done this week. That's a Friday morning thing. So Friday morning. Oh, but I've got that. Okay. So see, this is where planning ahead comes in. So I can do some of my finance. Ooh. I can do an hour, maybe even a bit longer. I'm not going to go to that for 4 hours. That's excessive. So if I do 2 hours here, starting at 10, that'll be finance. And what I need to do is update. What am I calling it? Balance sheet, I suppose. You know, ins and outs and purchases and receipts and all that kind of stuff for the business. I want to do it weekly, but I didn't get a chance to do it last week. So I've got to do 2 weeks this week. But because I'm a week behind, I have to do it this week. I can't just go, oh, well, I missed last week, so I just missed this week as well. And I'll do 3 weeks next week, because there lies snowballs. Yeah. And then, because this is an actual leaving the house thing, but it's not definite, I will put this in a box, but I won't colour it in yet, because it's a thing. It may not. I will probably go over and at least film a little bit, but it depends what happens with the weather. But we'll put 11 till 3, tails in the park sketch session. If it turns out not to be a sketch session, that's okay. If it turns out that it's absolutely hammering down or it gets cancelled, I can do a sketch session at home. But I've booked in that time, and now I know that between that and my Twitch stream, I've got something booked in on Friday. So I won't finish this, wander off and go start watching trial footage on YouTube because I'm arsing about in my journal or my planner or whatever, and then come back and go, oh, what was I supposed to be doing? I don't know. Did I get anything done now? Right? Yeah. Object permanence. If you don't see it, it doesn't exist. Yes. Maybe that's not the right term I'm looking for then. That's why I use clear storage. If I can't see it, it doesn't exist. That's why there's so much stuff on my desk, because if I can't see it, it doesn't exist. The only reason I've got stuff behind me that is okay to have behind me is because it's stuff that I use infrequently, but I know it's there because every time I stand up and turn around, I look at it and I can see it in the screen. It's literally on camera. Every time I look at myself in the screen, I see what's behind me and I go, oh yeah, I've got a big pile of washi tapes up there. I should probably have a look at those. Oh, that's where my whiteout tapes are, look. I was looking for another one of those. See? Anyway, Twitch. So we've got Twitch stream on Friday. I'm not using times for this. I use relative time. So, like, my Twitch stream could be 2 or 3 hours, especially on a Friday night. Depends what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and how I'm feeling. If I'm too tired to do more than 2 hours, then I won't. But if I'm happy to do more than 2 hours, I will. This is a 2-hour session. These are a 2 to 3 hour session. This is a bigger session. This is a 4-hour session. This is an hour, maybe 2. And it's flexible. Actually should be there. So I'm not using these times because these times they start at like 6 in the morning. Who's awake at 6 o'clock in the morning unless they've been up the night before? I'm certainly not. So my day starts sort of here-ish on their calendar and it finishes here. So I would have that section to write things in. Nah, let's just use all of this section for our day. And then that is like morning, afternoon, evening. Easier, much easier. Okay. So that's finance. We've planned that forwards, yes. Okay. Is this making sense? Or are you just sitting there with your brains dribbling out your ears going, what is she rattling on about? This is how you plan with ADHD. You're awake at 6 a.m. So you're just, you're caffeinating. You've still got the loading screen going on. The little squirrely wheel is still buffering for you. That's fine. You carry on. So, planning. I did 1 hour of planning. I did not write down what I did. But I must have done it because I wrote 1 hour in there. So, I'm going to assume I did it. And I probably... When was this? Friday. Friday morning. Oh, that would have been a planner update. That would have been doing what I'm doing now. Review, go through things, make sure that I've got everything crossed off, bring forward anything that I need to. 2-hour sketch session Friday morning. That's in yellow, so I left the house. What did I do Friday morning that required... Oh, I had to go and drop a form off at the doctor's last Friday. So I was... What did I do this Friday? I went back and did the forms. I'm very visual. I have to look at the little box. So I took the form back and finished it and renewed my prescriptions. I did a sketch session of... Oh, I was doing the women at the shop. And the roses. So this one was... Oh, that's right, because my sketch session, I had to wait for them to get the forms sorted. I was sketching people at the doctor's. The reason I'm writing some of this stuff down is because I have to be accountable to outside forces for stuff now. So when I do this, I want to be able to say, well, I spent 2 hours doing this. I had to go to the doctor's anyway, so I sat and I had to wait in the waiting room. So I sat in the waiting room and I had a cup of coffee and I did some sketching of the people who were coming in and out of the waiting room while I waited. And I was waiting for 2 hours. I may have stayed a little bit longer. They may have come out with my form after about an hour and I stayed for another hour because it wasn't busy. And I was enjoying doing the sketching. But if they say, well, how does that fit with what you do? I can whip out my sketchbook and go, look, I did 4 pages of sketches of people. This is practicing portrait. Yeah. The thing is, I only have to be able to justify things. I don't have to be able to... they don't care at the end of the day. If I do a 2-hour sketching session and that's part of my work, that's fine. I don't have to justify how or why it's part of my work, but I need to be able to justify why I had a 2-hour sketching session. Why weren't you streaming for that time? Well, because I was at the doctor's, so I used it as an opportunity to do a sketching session, which also feeds into, and I had to get down there and back. Because the bus doesn't go down there, I got a taxi, so I charged one of the taxis to work because I went down there for personal reasons, but I came back after a sketch session. So I can justify it, so they're not bothered about... Does that make sense? It's weird, I know. The things you have to do for your tax stuff over here, for various different things. Anyway, so yes, I did that, and that was a successful planning session. But also, knowing that I had a sketch session, that means that I may have, when I'm flipping through, I may have stuff where I'll be able to go, oh, I had a sketch session there. What was I doing? I was sketching at the doctor's. Oh, right, that'll be in that sketchbook. I know which pages it was. Maybe there's something in there that I can include in a digital download, or I can reuse as a journal entry or something like that. Maybe a stream element, whatever. Rest assured, when I get into work at ass o'clock, the crack ass of dawn is what we call it. The first thing I do after turning the security alarm off is turn on the coffee machine. Yeah. And if it was possible to turn the coffee machine on while walking towards the security alarm, you would be doing that too. I know. First thing I do every morning is boil the kettle. Okay, Twitch stream studios. Moths. Oh, yes. Exported to YouTube, yes. Update descriptions and tags on Ustream and Patreon, yes. Update the thumbnails, yes. What I didn't do is anything with the actual artwork. Now, where am I going to put that? I think the best place to put this would be a running list. Maybe down... I don't use Sundays. Maybe I could do a running list. So 26th of the 7th, moths. That reminds me what I've got to scan, or what I've got able to scan, and I'll put yellow because that's in my yellow book. Yeah, that's a good thing to put there, because that way my big scanner is set up over there with my laptop, so all I've got to do is pick up whatever things I need. So I could put that... Where was that? We've moved forward a page. There we go. Sketching at the doctor's was on the 26th. So 26th of the 7th. That is in my moleskin. Peeps at doctors. Okay. I don't have to worry about, am I going to scan that? Am I going to do this? Am I going to do that? It's just a note of all the artwork that I've got that could potentially be scanned. And then I can sit down with it and evaluate it and look at it and decide what I want to do with it. And then while I'm doing that, I can scan it. That's something I can do of an evening Yes, it's technically work, but I can do that of an evening while I'm watching Broadchurch for the 4 billionth time. You know, oh, go away, horrible fly that might bite me. Thank you. Okay, so yes, that's a good idea. I like that. I will put that. I'll highlight that in yellow again because that's sketching sessions then. So if I've got stuff that can be, well, I'm going to have stuff from my Twitch streams anyway, but I do have the moths. I should have put that in yellow. Oh, that's one thing I like about these coloured highlighters, these pastel ones. When you put one colour over another, they kind of erase. Can you literally see it erasing the purple and replacing it with yellow? The purple's gone. It's just yellow again now. There's one little patch there. Isn't it fab? I didn't know highlighters could do that. Okay. So yeah, that matches that now. Which means when I'm flipping through, I'll be able to find things. Okay, so this was... And I did change this to blue. But I'm gonna wait till the Monday. Just keep it consistent. Not confuse myself. So that was all my Twitch setups. YouTube, tips, description, thumbnails. Again, I was doing this. I was doing things in advance, but I wrote down what I needed to do and then I did it. As opposed to figuring out what I wanted to do in that session. So maybe this needs to be me thinking about what I want to do in that session. So like here, 08:05 tomorrow. I don't need to think about what I want to do yet. But sometime between now and tomorrow, updates for Patreon, YouTube from the 7th to the 8th, because we're doing a planner session. So I can update them quickly on what we've done, where I'm up to, potential things that I want to do as well, and then we'll have a general chat. Yeah, that would work, wouldn't it? And then I can do things that I need to plan on particular days. I could do that here. That could work. We'll think about doing that. And then this can be what I do on a daily basis. I've got to work. I can't work against my brain is what I'm saying. If my brain wants to write, this is what I'm doing in this session on here, then that's what I need to write down. If I don't get that done in that session, then I have to figure out when I'm going to get it sorted. Okay, so copyright disputes with Epidemic Sound, which is the bane of my existence. For some reason, like this stream, I've got Epidemic Sound playing in the background. Sorry, my camera's gone all over the place again. I need to twist you because I write on an angle. I've got Epidemic Sound playing in the background. All the music that I normally play on my streams. I just keep adding things that I like to the list. And on this stream, I won't get any copyright strikes. But on my Twitch stream, when I export it to YouTube later, I will get at least 3 copyright strikes on different things that, even though I've got permission to use it on YouTube. And I've already played it on YouTube today. It's ridiculous. It's so annoying. And then you've got to wait. And copyright strikes can take anywhere between 3 hours and 3 days to resolve. So I didn't get my video that should have gone up on Monday didn't go up on Monday because I didn't get the resolution until this afternoon, just before I went live on stream. So I haven't even had a chance to go in and sort the thing out and schedule it yet. So that's something else I need to figure out. Anyway, test new phone support Real for IG. I did that and it was successful. I don't know if I've shown it to you guys. Have you guys seen my phone holder thing? It's really cool. Do you want to see it? So this is my phone holder. Okay, it's super simple to use, it's really easy to use, etc. And it goes, I mean, it does come apart if you've got a bigger head than that or bigger hair, but I don't need to because it's got strap that goes round, and it fits around big chests. I was so happy that it fits around big chests, so that holds it steady if you need it. You can put your phone in here. Obviously, you know how your phone goes in. I'll just use a post-it note for now. I don't want to use my phone right now. So your phone goes in there, and you can film, and you can see what you're filming, and you can hold it steady while you're working. So I can use this for drawing outside. If the weather's nice on Friday, this will be a really good way of testing. The only thing I wish it did was it doesn't twist this way. I wish I could kind of angle it like that. I wish it rotated here so I could angle it, because I'm drawing that way, and then I could angle it and not have it in my line of vision. Would be really useful. But anyway, yeah, so this is really cool. And like I say, it folds down. Well, it comes apart. If I can remember which side it comes apart. Oh, you press the button and it decides which side it's going to come apart. There we go. But it twists down into nothing. But it's really sturdy, and it's got straps and holders and things. And I've got one of these. It's a sling strap, so you can wear your phone crossbody, but I quite often just throw my phone like that. But it also means I can put my phone round my neck, put it on the holder, because I'm always a bit wary. Maybe it's just because of where I live, but are you guys not wary of like not holding your phone? Like just having it where somebody can just grab it and run off with it? They'd be grabbing me and taking me with it. They got no chance getting my phone when it's attached to me, because I'm not the kind of person you can just pick up and run away with. It's not going to happen. So, I've got multiple ways of keeping my phone attached to my body. And this stretches, so you can even put it like that if you wanted to. So I could put it across my body. I do the same. I've got the same kind of setup for Maddie's lead. I've got a big chunky one of these for Maddie's lead. They're supposed to be for hiking and stuff, for security for your bags. But I got this little thing that's kind of like it looks a bit like one of the pen loops that you get with Leuchtturms, like a stick-on, but it's not. You put the thing through the hole in your iPhone case. This part, which you can't see very well. Oh, I could show it on this camera and then you would be able to see it. So this bit goes inside your iPhone case like that, which is, my iPhone case is really stiff to get on and off, so it's not even like somebody could nick it out of the case. Right. And then you put the loop through it, and I attach the harness to it, and now I've got a way of not dropping my phone every 5 minutes. And this, because of it's really deep, because it takes those, those really thick phones that fold in half, it takes one of those as well. So it's really deep here, the depth of this, where the phone sits. So it fits even with my pop socket on. We love it. This is my favourite gadget right now. I'm going to give it a full run, but I have tried it. One of the reasons I got a new backpack, which I linked today over on Instagram if you want to see my lovely new backpack, which I love. One of the reasons was because I need to carry stuff like this, and I need to, again, if it's not already in a bag ready to go, it's not going to happen. So I need to have stuff like this available where I can come to my desk, because I use this at my desk as well, for reels and things. I can come to my desk, grab my bag and go, right, sketchbook, pencil case, this, that, phone, this, battery charger, etc. Done. I even managed to get, I know this is slightly off topic for planning, but it is planning. It's planning ahead. It's making sure that I don't have a barrier to, ooh, I've got 2 hours spare. The weather's really nice. I could take Maddie over the park and go do some sketching. Is it a barrier? Yes, because, I've got to pack a bag and I've got to find my sketchbook and I've got to do this, got to do that. No, we don't. And then, but if I film on my phone, how am I gonna make sure that I've got enough battery? Because like my battery's down to 40%. That's not very much so I should charge my phone first. No, I don't need to do that. All I've got to do is make sure that my battery pack is charged, because somewhere on this thing there is a USB charge. So all I need is to make sure that I've got the C thing for my phone, the USB-C cable, which is really long. I use the one that came with my Switch for my phone, and I use the little one that came with my phone for my Switch, because my Switch doesn't need to be like 20 feet away from the charger. It goes in the charger, and when it's done, it comes off the charger and I use it. My phone, however, needs plugging in all the time, all over the place. So I keep that up to charged up, and I can just chuck it in here, and then I can charge my phone from my bag. But it also means that things like this, I can literally just grab it and chuck it in. Revolutionary having a backpack, I know, but it's more about planning in advance. And like, instead of deciding which sketchbook I want to use can take me 10 minutes. We're not doing that anymore. We're setting up a little kit, a go kit, with a few pencils, a couple of pens, a couple of this and that we like to use. Duplicate stuff that I've already got in the house. I don't need to have a separate one or anything. I don't have a particular favourite pen or whatever that I only have one copy of. If I've got a favourite pen, I've got 3 of them. One to use, one to lose, one to keep in my backpack. One for special occasions. It's like clothes, one to wash, one to wear, one to keep for good. But yeah, it's simple things like making sure I've got medications that I might need while I'm out. Putting a little pack together of medications and keeping them in here. So all I've got to do is pick this up, make sure I've got things that I wouldn't normally keep in here, like my phone, and then off I go. And in order to make sure that things like that are available next to my desk, and also when I need them to go out, I thought I would just stick it in here and hang this on my art cart, right? Because then it's all there. It essentially is storage for my art cart, but it's also, that's where I keep that, in my backpack. I don't have to go and find my backpack and pack it all and everything else. It's on my art cart where I can keep everything together. But also, I can reach into it and go, I'll film a reel without having to go and find my backpack. This is why I'm doing all this. It's all to do with this, having everything where I need it, when I need it, so that I'm not constantly distracted by, I can't film a reel because I haven't got my thing, because it's in my backpack and I don't know where my backpack is right now because I used my backpack 3 days ago and I don't keep it in a specific place. So where is it? I have no idea. Right, in that case we'll do something else. No, I want to be able to just go, I could film this as a reel. Right, here we go. Get set up. Boom. No excuse. That's what I'm trying to get to. And that's the planning aspect of it that I'm all this is for. Cindy, hi. 11:12 p.m. in the Australian East Coast. First time catching you live. I'm actually doing a lot of these earlier ones. So 1 till 11. It would have been 2:12. So 10 till midnight your time. 3 days a week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But it's also recorded, so you can always watch it not live. With the zombie crew. My zombie crew are not live. I'm here all week. Well, not here, but I'm streaming all week. If you are filming, we're watching. Awesome. Update fixings livery for Patreon. We did that. And what did we do in that session? We worked out what we were going to do. So this was what we did. So this was a whole session with my patrons figuring out what I was going to do with all the tiers, what I was going to do for the artwork, etc., etc. This was the session. This is how visually things remind me. This was the session where Cody said, all those tier plaques you have to make, digital tier plaques you have to make, that is stuff you can do on a live stream. Yeah. Okay, I haven't been updating these. I need to do that. So YouTube, Twitch from last week, did that. Patreon. Oh, that should have been pink. Instagram. I did a story and a reel on Instagram. I did a reel there. And I did a Twitch here. So I'm trying to hit 3 different things each day. My next step will be to hit 3 paying revenue streams by adding in the shop, and then also doing either an Instagram story or a reel. But I've got to get used to doing them on a daily basis first. Once I'm used to doing it and it's a habit, I can tweak it to what I want to do. Okay, so that was that week. And what I thought, since I've got Sundays, I could make a summary of what I've done for the week and how I've changed things for the week. So that's going to be quite a big summary. I'm not going to do that on camera. There's a whole list of things that I did that week. Some of it is included in this list. So some of it will be, go back and see this list and write that on. Okay, so then we're on to last week. And again, this was trying to figure out how to do things ahead of the week. So I'd already figured out what I needed to do that week, and then I just needed to work through it. So we did Motivation Monday. I had a grocery order that I put in, and it was delivered. Planning and updates, and then I fixed my chair. That took me the best part of 2 hours to do, but I did it, and now I have a comfy chair, so that's good. So planning, yes, I did that. I must have done, because it's all in here. Set up the streams. I did Monday, Tuesday, and then I definitely did Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because I streamed, so I know I did it. I did the PDF calendar. I put my chair together. I did the IG updates. What is this? Katie, did events work? Oh, here we go. See, this is a good reason for reviewing stuff in your planner. This is where the review of words are hard. The bullet journal review thing comes in handy. Because, oh, I can drop the brightness now because the sun's come out. Hang on a minute. Let me drop the brightness back down a touch so you can see what I'm doing again. There we go. We're going to have glare on this page, but you can see this page. So, yeah. YouTube copyright, yet again. So much YouTube copyright. Katie, Discord events. Did the events work? I don't know. I need somebody, maybe Tyler, I think, who signed up for them as well, to tell me if the Discord alerts are working or not. Because I'm signed up for the Discord alerts and I don't get the alerts. Because I don't have my notifications turned on for Discord. So I can't check it. It doesn't work for me. So I need somebody like Tyler, or I think Val is also signed up, to tell me if the Discord notifications for the calendar events are working. You haven't seen any? No, I don't. I haven't seen any either, but I thought it was because I'm an admin. Katie thinks it's because she's an admin, but she also didn't remember seeing any. Mika hasn't seen any, but again, she's an admin. Wait a minute, aren't you an admin? Has Katie made you an admin yet? I don't know. She was waiting until she had everything set up for you. You get 1 million notifications a day. Right. Okay, so here's me putting it out there for one of my... Any of you who follow me on YouTube, you can come and join me on Discord. Patrons are already added to Discord, so if you're any level of Patreon, patron, you can get the Discord link, but also anybody with a blue doohickey like Mika and Tyler can. Oh, you did get a Discord link on your inbox. Oh, so you signed up for an email alert, did you? Maybe that's what we need to do, an email alert. I don't know. I'm torn between using Discord and using Gmail. Some people like one, some people like the other. A lot of people don't have notifications turned on for Discord because it's noisy. I can't quite figure out what I'm going to do. But anyway, if you want to join my Discord, just ask Mika or Tyler for an invite link and they will shove a link in chat and boom, you can come and join the Discord if you're not there already. Or you can just follow me on Patreon, which is, you don't have to pay for that. If you've already got a Patreon login, you can just follow. I think it's labelled as join for free, and then you get notifications. You press the interested button. Yeah, that's what I did. But I didn't get a notification of anything. That's weird. So sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and we're not sure how. Mika, yes. Me, Tyler, and Katie, no. There's the Discord link. Mika's put the Discord link in chat if you want to come and join us. You're more than welcome. It's a private Discord. You will be asked who you are and where you came from, so you have to let us know. Mika's the guardian of the gate. You have to get past Mika. Resetting the car bot, we've moved that to Nightbot, which is what Tyler and Katie are going to be working on, because me and bots are not friends. In order to set up an automatic bot, you have to know what you want the automatic bot to do. Yeah. I'm much better at letting somebody else set it up, and then they tell me what the automatic bot does. And I'm like, great, I love it. Fantastic. Because if I had to do it, it would never get done. Would never get done. Oh, look at this. This is all crossed off. Fabtastic. Okay, have I got anything? I didn't have anything drawing for that. What did we do for this? This was livery updates. Was it? Oh no, I did tarot last week. Yeah, we're not doing that again. Ugh. I did a tarot stream for Witchy Wednesday last week, and it was so tiring. It wiped me out for 2 days. It took me till Friday lunchtime to recover. So we're not doing that again. We might do the occasional card pull or whatever, but I'm not doing live tarot readings again. No, we'll keep that on Patreon. We'll do sessions on Patreon for that, where it's calmer and we don't have random people walking in off the street asking me to tell them about their love lives. We'll do private sessions on Patreon. Timestamps for the dog video. I still haven't done that. I put something on somewhere. Hi, baby. Yes, it's on my update. It's on my list today for. So that can be. I'll cross that out. I know. I hear you. Shush your face. Timestamps. So this actually needs to be blue. Maddie, hey. Oh, belly rubs for Maddie. Yeah, do one once a month or something, or maybe, I don't know. I don't like being wiped out for 2.5 days. That was a lot. I'd rather do one on Patreon and just invite everybody over on Patreon to do it. Maybe that's what the first tarot reading of the month will be for Patreon. Where anybody who doesn't do their own tarot, if they want a reading, then I'll do it a quick, like a shortened down version of what we do for the month, or something like that. I don't. It's not me. Yeah, I'm not good with structure though. My immediate reaction is, I intensely don't want to do that. I've tried it and I still intensely don't want to do it. So I think I'm probably not going to do it. Something oracle-ish. We could do something like that, like pulling a tarot card or an oracle card or something to inform what we're going to do for our art session or journaling session or whatever. That could be something that I look at. Yeah, that's kind of a nice idea. But again, I mean, for journaling, I'd rather do that on Patreon. But for art, could certainly do that for art. It's something I'll look into, but I'm not promising anything because I tried it. Yeah, I felt I had to because it might. I'm usually right, but I've always got that thing in my head. It's an Aquarian thing. I'm usually right. I know myself. I am very self-aware to a fault, and I know that if I immediately think, no, I don't want to do that, then I don't want to do it, and there's a good reason why I don't want to do it. I may not know what it is right now. But in order to be fair and avoid people going, yeah, but how do you know if you haven't tried it? Because that's what always happens. I try it, and every single time I'm proved right. And I should just stand my ground and say, no, I'm not going to do it. But, you know, I live in hope that maybe one day I'll try something and it'll work. Maybe one day I'll be wrong. It's unlikely. But, you know, livery updates for streams. We didn't do that on Twitch. We did it on YouTube. However, I do also have to do some livery updates for Twitch, which is a bit of a strange horse. It's not like everything else where... Like, literally, I did a banner yesterday that I updated specifically for Patreon, but then I can also use it for my YouTube, I can also use it for Discord, and I can also use it for my video, my pre-thing on my videos. Obviously, the thumbnails afterwards would be different, but, you know, pre-things. But Twitch is a different animal. Everything's different sizes. You've got to do it all. It's a pain. So I was thinking maybe I could do that on Friday for Twitch. I should probably write that down. Friday is the 9th. Because if I've been sketching, that's a good thing actually, because if I do get to do this sketching, I've been traditional sketching all day, so doing something digital would be a nice change rather than spending yet another 3 hours. Twitch, gifts and banners. And then I could do my stream elements. I keep calling them elements because I don't know what else to call them. But then that's a company. It's really annoying. Stream stuff. Because I have things like having a break, be there soon, be right back, all that kind of stuff. They're already set up. I mean, you've seen them. So we've got, you know, I use Bitmoji to just throw these together. Just so that I've got something on screen that says, it's not a post-it note saying I've gone to make coffee, or gone to the loo, potty break, whatever. But, you know, with my Be More Dog branding, I could actually have a potty break with a dog on it. I mean, it probably won't be a dog having a potty break, but, you know, we can play with stuff. Especially over on Twitch, we can play with stuff like that. I don't think it would fly on YouTube. Yeah, once I've got all that set up, all the scenes set up, I'm going to set it all up in like 1 or 2 sessions. At the moment, I've got them all over the place, and I need to completely wipe my OBS and start again. But that is a Monday, not got anything else to think about. Today I just need to sit here for 5 hours, delete all this, put all the stuff in a folder, organise it all. I've already got everything done, and I just set it all up in OBS where I can use it. But I can't do that until I've got everything set up. But yes, I could do all my stream stuff for Twitch on Friday, which would be a nice change from sketching if I've been out sketching all day. See, there is method to my madness. Right, so the Pibbles. Oh yes, my dogs. The Pibble Patreon dog. That's something I can put on my scan list. Look, here we go. Scans. So I did those on the 30th of the 7th through Friday, the 9th of August. Dogs. No reason I can't put the dogs and things and turn them. I also thought like I could turn them into stickers, because I did that in my own book and I thought they looked really cool. So I thought I could do, like, for each tier, do a page full of the stickers for that tier. So these are what they look like big. So this is full-size banners. But I could make little ones. So like Maddie's Mutts get this, this and this. And are Maddie's Mutts. So I could do like a couple of big ones of these and then these for organisation, so they could put them in their planners or whatever. I thought that'd be quite cool. And then I can put them in the shop for anybody else who wants to download them. I could even put a white thing on here so you could use it for, you know, could write on what you want or edit it digitally and print it out or whatever. But then my patrons can have for their tier, or purchase other tiers if they want to, you know. So that's something I need to add those to the scan list. Some of them I've got scanned, some of them I haven't. But for the digital stuff, I didn't need to scan them. I only need them at 72 dpi. So dogs for stickers, so I remember. And that would be digital downloads, so you can edit them yourself if you want to, and then print them according to what you need. Okay, so that's that done. Then August, right, this page here, what I decided to do was write down my stats for the end of the month previous, so I can then compare month on month. Is it weird to put July's on August? Yes. But also this is where I'm starting from in August. So that makes sense to me. This is where I'm starting in August. It's actually not where I'm starting in August. It's like the 5th or 6th, because I didn't think to do it until then. But it's close enough. So I've got the numbers. I don't know what they mean. I don't know. I'm looking at the numbers going up. I want numbers go up. I don't need to do this yet. This is in my... I'm currently working in my first 3 months. So this is week 1 of my first month, basically. Last week was set up, and then this week is the first week of the month of the first 3 months of setting up and getting this sorted. So it's an ongoing process, but so this won't come into effect until November, when I start to look at the numbers and go, okay, now I've got 3 months worth of numbers. What am I looking at? How are they increasing? How are they changing? Which ones are important? And that sort of thing. Fortunately, I have a friend who understands all these numbers and can talk me through them and explain what they mean and which ones are important and which ones I should be looking at. But I wanted to get into the habit of writing them down. So I thought it would be good to have the numbers for the month. This page is done. Timestamps for YouTube Live. I haven't done that either, but I moved it forward because this took longer than expected. So I can cross that off. I can cross that off because if I've put it, let me just double check. Measure twice, cut once, guys. Double check. I've got it written down. Update live stream time codes. Yeah. So basically, I didn't do a couple of the videos at the end of last week, same as I didn't get the accounts done. So this week, I'm making sure that I do it. So actually, this needs to have a... I keep picking up the wrong colour. These two look the same colour to me. I put a piece of washi tape on this one, so I'd know that this is the blue one, and I'm still picking up the wrong one. Update live stream time codes. That needs to be a priority item, so I'll highlight that one first. So I'll do that before I plan anything else. And I also need to put some more washi tape. Where's my blue? Where's my blue washi tape that I used yesterday for this? Come on, I've got plenty of washi tape. Where's the blue one? Where the heck did I hecking put it? Okay, I don't know where I hecking put it, so we'll do this instead, because it's driving me a little bit insane. This is the non-sticky end. So that hopefully should wrap around there. This bit is all sticky, and that should hold that bit on there. And if it doesn't, I'll stick a bit of sticky tape over it. But hopefully that'll help. I don't know why I can't tell. I have issues with seeing blues and greens, and I can't tell the difference between these two almost identical highlighters. So I keep picking up the wrong one. Okay, so Wednesday the 7th. Is that today? Wednesday the 7th. We're up to today. We're already up to today? No, we're not up to today. I skipped a few steps. Timestamps for YouTube Live. Right, so we'll cross that out because we've moved it forward. Sketchbook fun. Twitch. Friday. What did we do on Twitch on Friday? We did Simone Biles. Is that what we did on Friday? Where's my sketchbook? It's here. I've started dating my sketchbook as well. I've got this with all different dates and things on, so I can date things. It's a date stamp, guys. That's the word I'm looking for. Right, so I've got this, which is what I did Friday. So that was Friday the 2nd, and I didn't put a date stamp on it because I hadn't found this yet. So that was Friday the 2nd. Oh, it's already set to the 2nd. Fantastic. Oops. And what I'll do, here's a good one. I'll highlight that in purple so I know it was a Twitch stream. I might do that. I've got to wait for that to dry. So that's not going to happen straight away. This was a Patreon stream, and that's another one I could, once I've finished the oh, that ink is not waterproof. Like this was the actual what I did on stream, and I was walking through how I was doing it and everything. But I might come back and add stuff to this, or I might do some more on it, or I might add some shading or something like that. So I can't say this page is finished yet. But I think what I should do is scan it the way it is right now, so that I've got both versions. Because I might find that actually once I've finished colouring it, or adding to it, or doing whatever, I'm not interested in that one. I actually prefer the clean version and offer that. It's a process. I haven't figured out the digital downloads thing yet, but I mean having these as just sketches is kind of cool, and because they're complete sketches, there's no reason you couldn't use that as a collage element and colour it in yourself, you know, or use it as a practice, so you copy the sketch, or you know, cut them out and stick them on a background and make them look pretty. Whatever you want to do is collage elements, right? Otherwise they're just going to sit in my sketchbook. What point is it just sitting in my sketchbook? Same with these. Why not give you these bears? I mean, I love these two. I might actually turn these into some kind of sticker. I might redraw these bigger and turn them into a sticker. This was when I did these stickers for the banners the other day, I really quickly sketched in which dog was going on which banner. I'd drawn the squares on each page, and I really quickly sketched in which one was going to be on the banner. Of course, this is Miss Maddie, and I sketched that sketch of Miss Maddie, and I liked it so much I didn't want to cover it up. So I cut it out of this book, stuck a bit of sticky paper over the back, put this on here, so you can actually see that it's just there's a whole section of that missing, because that piece of paper is in here, because I liked it so much I wanted to keep it. But I like that. I like that kind of interaction with sketchbooks. Otherwise things just go in your sketchbook and they go there to die, you know. Hi Krista! We are doing planning, I swear. It's just that there's a whole lot of things involved in the planning. Anyway, so yeah, this was a Twitch stream, so I'm gonna have to just underline it, I think, because I can't draw over that ink. because this ink was already dry. This ink had been on for ages. This is a bad page. We all have bad pages. This is a good page. I swear I can draw. I mean, look at this. And then yesterday, where's my other one? Oh, it's also here. Look, yesterday, while sitting watching Broadchurch yet again, I sat and drew this one. Would you believe that that's by the same person? No. Right? Like, professional artist still have days where you do things in your sketchbook you're like, what is that? What? WTF? WTF? Right? And yet I did this while I wasn't even concentrating. I was watching Broadchurch and I just started drawing it. Seriously. I think I rushed these. I think that was part of the problem. And I was trying to use a different system. I've been looking at the Loomis system and stuff like that. It was the pen. No, some of it's pen and some of it's pencil. It was a bit of both. Bad workmen blames their tools. I just had a bad day. I'd done all this already. And I got gung-ho and started working too fast and it didn't work. It didn't work. Need to do things properly. If you're going to sketch, just because it's a sketch doesn't mean it has to be done in 5 seconds. That's my problem. I tend to think of sketches as unfinished, therefore they have to be done fast. It's not how it works. Not for me anyway. This is a sketch. Did it take me 2 hours to do this page? Yes. But is it a good sketch? Yes. Anyway. So that's that organised. I've started dating my sketches, which means when I come to do these, I will know what it was. So this is the Simone Biles and bears. That's fun. Okay, so did we do a Twitch session? Yes, we did. Is that now a scannable offence? Yes, it is. Can that now go on my list? Yes, it can. So from the 2nd of August, we now have Simone and bears, and that's in the green sketchbook. Okay, so 2nd of August. Yes. All right. I missed one there. IG post, yes I did. Patreon, yes I did. Patreon art, no I didn't, because I didn't get around to posting it. I need to do that. You know, let's take a photo of that while I'm thinking about it, and I've got it here and it's open on my thing. Let's take a photo of it in daylight so that when I'm sitting there later and I think, oh God, I didn't get a photo of that, I won't be thinking, oh God, I didn't get a photo of that. I'll be like, oh, I got a photo of that on my phone. Obviously I need to still do the scans, but the scans aren't photos, are they? This is just for putting on Patreon. Even artists have bad days. And then we've got this one, which is fun sketchbook. So those will go on my Patreon posts, which is something I'm very bad at updating, but I need to get better at. But that also means I've got thumbnails, got stuff to put in thumbnails, etc. So that works. In fact, let's find a planner page. Let's find a good planner page. Could use this one today, couldn't I? Work in progress planner page. Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Somebody remind me to take a picture. I've only got 10 minutes. I want to get through the rest of this. Okay, so the Baby Onega Oh, I shouldn't have crossed that out. Add pics to Patreon. I'll do that in a minute. Admin. I did do all of that this morning, and I did. Let me put that in there and keep this one out. See if that helps. Add pics to Patreon. IG. I've done an IG post. I've written Patreon twice. It needs to be YouTube. No, that's Saturday. Oh, I did do 2 Patreons because I was doing the Patreon stream, which I did. The Patreon stream, which I did, and then the Patreon pics, which I didn't. Ha! And eventually that needs to be added as shop. So eventually that would be also shop's update. But that's kind of this list here, because this is stuff I need to scan. And what I'll probably do is decide what I'm going to do with it, scan it in preparation, sort it out, and then when I've got a few things that I want to go in the shop, I will do them all at once. That's the theory. Okay, so that's Sunday. So that's for updates, what we did the week, and then this is this week. So yesterday, the women at the shop and the roses. Yeah, I need to scan that. Anything in yellow is important stuff, or odd stuff, or things I need to scan, or something like that. So then yesterday, did I do an IG story? Yes, I did not do a reel. I didn't get time. I need to do one today. So I have to do a reel today at some point. I could do like a YouTube clip or something like that from one of my live streams, maybe. YouTube Live. We are here. We're doing it. We've done it there. That's all done. And then Patreon. We did a Patreon Live. Yesterday's Patreon Live was really fun. We talked about journals, and we started at the beginning. Like, what is journaling to you? What do you consider journaling? If you do journal, how do you do it? If you don't journal, why don't you do it? What do you think of journaling as? What's stopping you from journaling? And it was quite eye-opening, I think. We had quite a... And then, of course, then we went, yeah, whatever. And what books are we going to buy? But we did have a really interesting discussion for about an hour of what journaling is and what it isn't, and what we consider journaling and why we journal. The overall consensus was most people journal either for processing things or remembering things and recording things. And we journal in different ways. Like, I mostly do art journaling, or drawing, or whatever is my way of journaling. Because I'm not going to sit and write about, oh, Chester Zoo had a rare animal born today and da-da-da, when I can draw the rare animal in my sketchbook and that'll remind me what happened. So yeah, that was a really interesting, that needs to be blue. That was a really interesting one to do. We're doing the same tomorrow for planning, along with this, an update for this, if we have time. Okay, so that's yesterday. Yesterday's done. Today, I need to do a reel. I have to do a reel, so I need to put a highlight on that, but not a permanent highlight because I haven't done it yet. So this needs to have a little sticky tab. Let's put it that way so it sticks out. I need to do a reel of some sort, even if it's a clip from today's YouTube. YouTube today. Right, planner update. Yes. Old stuff. We've gone through the old stuff. We've done it. Upcoming and cards. Upcoming is what I need to go through here. So I know what I need to do. I just haven't done it in this stream because I don't need to do it on camera. So I can write that as off camera. Off cam. And then the cards, I haven't done that yet, but that's okay because I feel really good that I got through all this and I've gone through it, and I know that I'm now up to date and everything's crossed off and done. So my planning this morning, I did my planning. Update live stream time codes, that's something I'm going to do later. I will put that on for later. Because I can do updating live stream time codes. Is something I can do on my phone while I'm doing something else. So that's something I can do this evening. live stream time codes. And then I can finish it off tomorrow, copying over to Patreon. So we'll use an arrow down for that. We'll cross it off there because it's moved down to here. Sort out the recordings. I did all that, and I did my backup July downloads. I did that this morning as well. So I set all that to do and download and cross-reference and swap over and all into folders and everything. And then that tied up my computer, which meant I had to do my planning. So upcoming stuff off camera, cards, that can be next week. Or, you know, I can start working on it as part of Patreon or whatever, or just off camera and try and get my head straight on it and then update you next week on what I'm doing. So it's not urgent. Set up for Twitch stream. I need to do that in a minute when I've finished here. And then that takes us to tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing Patreon Dogs number 4. Video, IG and Twitch. Now I might do that on I might do that Twitch tomorrow, so we might do something different for this one. Maybe I'll do my IG stuff, because I have Instagram stuff that I want to put up with my live stream information and stuff. So I could do those tomorrow and then do the Twitch stuff over here. So this could be moved, which means I can cross it off and ignore it. Do that on Twitch, and then the IG stuff. I've already done the video stuff, so the IG stuff I can do tomorrow. So I will need to update, change dogs 4 description. I'll have to do that tonight because I've already set it all up. I'll just change it to working on Instagram stuff instead of the rest of my video stuff. Make sure I pack my bag for in the park. That's something I can do tomorrow night. That's sorted. I will probably have a planning session there, a bit of admin there, a bit of admin there. But I work that out on the day. So when I come to tomorrow, what do I need to do? Do I need to do a planning session first thing? I probably won't, because I've got stuff here. So can I fit a sketch session in there? Probably. Can I then do admin later in the day? Yes. Because I'll have admin here, because I'll have to set up for YouTube and this. And then I'll have admin afterwards. But I can probably fit a sketch session in there, and if it's a nice day, I'll go and sit in the garden with my coffee. Hi, Miss Maddie. Do you want a belly rub? Come on then, my love. So, yeah. Is it making sense now how my brain is working through this? It's a process. It is a process, but actually it's really helping me to talk it through. Because you do all this and you don't make connections, and it's only when you come to look at it and you go, oh, I did this and then I did this, so now I need to do this, and moving that forward. So that organises that. And it means that you're doing things ahead instead of... So I'm not now thinking, oh, I need to figure out what I've got to do for Twitch tomorrow in the back of my head, because I already know what I'm doing for Twitch tomorrow. I don't have to think about that. I have room now for little things like, don't forget to export Twitch tonight, because I will have YouTube copyright crap to deal with. So I'll keep an eye on that tonight and tomorrow morning until it comes up, and then I will do the disputes and everything else, and then I can set up this for going out on Friday. Yeah? Yeah? It's making sense? I hope so. I need to stop. I overran on several streams last week. This is going to need sticky tape. I overran on all my streams last week. I'm not going to do it this week. Not happening. I don't need to overrun because I finished what I needed to do. I didn't take a photo. That was... See, nobody reminded me to take a photo. Take a photo of our planner. Oh, Well, let's do it with our stream in the background, shall we? Why not? Stream, coffee cup, boom. There we go. So now I'm ready. I've got a thumbnail here that I can use. I can now update my stream. I mean, obviously I'll have to edit this and put a thing on it and stuff, but I've now got a thumbnail that while I'm sitting having my lunch, I can sit and do that and sort that out for the stream for later. Yeah. Right, thanks for joining me, guys. Hope it's been useful for you. I will be back again next Wednesday with a planning video. Tomorrow I will be back at 1 o'clock with more digital stuff that I need to do for my Instagram. Setting up live stream lists and stuff like that. Again, that will be an interesting thing, I'm sure. And I need to set it up so that it's editable, so that if I get to the end of August and I decide I'm going to change my streaming schedule, or at any point I need to change my streaming schedule, I need to be able to just go into the file, update it and export it and done. So hopefully that will be something I can do tomorrow and get it all set up. This is something I'm going to come back to. I need some time to go through this. This might be something I do on Monday as well, when I've got time to just sit and think about what I'm going to do. I don't know. There's got to be a better way of utilising this, but I don't know what it's going to be yet. Process. It's all about the process over here right now. Yes, it is. Thanks for joining me. I will see you all again later on Twitch.